It's just a little 10-piece for it, just to blow it in the mall. Doesn't mean that we involved. I just put a Richard on the card. I ain't going playing ball, but I'll show you how to gotta do if you really wanna fall. Take it far, bring it back against the wall. And a bunch of niggas need you to go away. Still going bad on them anyway. Saw you last night, but did it all day. Yeah, a lot of murk caught me in a hard way. Got a sticky and I keep it at my dog's place. Girl, I left you love it magic, now it's all shade. Still going.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Tanya back with another video. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Tanya. How you doing? Make sure you subscribe, because if you're not by now, what are you doing? If you're returning, hi, hello, I missed you. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be installing this beautiful deep wave curly wig. And when I say this has been one of the best curly wigs I've ever had, I'm not even joking about that. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the start to finish. Hence why this video is going to be like pretty long, because I literally want you guys to see like my mistakes, perfections, all of that. So this wig is 26 inches as I'm showing you guys right now. And the curls out the bag was really just popping. Like, this wig was so full from the top to the bottom. It was like, I loved it. Like, everything about this wig was really amazing. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys all of my mistakes, because I did have a few mistakes in this video, but you guys are going to see that because I'm not about to try and hide that. As you guys can see, like, look how thick the wig is from the top to the bottom. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the smell test, because we just have to, like, but the wig did not have any type of smell. This is the inside of the wig. This is a 13x4 wig, and it was definitely a big parting space for it to be a 13x4, because when I took it out the bag, I thought it was 13x6, but it was really a 13x4, which is really good. This is the lace. I did not bleach the knots in this wig, only because I didn't feel like it, but at the end you're gonna see like I should have, and that's just one of my mistakes. But let's get straight into this wig install. We got my ball cap. I sprayed the black even spray on it, and this is the wig cap that I used for the first time, HD wig cap. I've never used it before. This is the wig that I plucked, and as you guys can see, I did over pluck, which is okay. It's okay, I over plucked, which is fine. But you know, with mistakes happen. I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry this wig cap and make sure everything is completely dry, because you do want to make sure that it is completely dry. You do not want a half dried wig cap install. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take my ruby cream foundation. Make sure you're using the darker shade on the wig cap and the wig, just to make sure like the shade matches perfectly. As you guys are watching, you're gonna see that I did not speed up the process of this wig install, because I actually want you guys to actually see what I'm doing and not just like rushing through the whole entire thing. Hence why like the video is pretty long, because I really want this to be a very detailed wig install of mine. So I'm just basically going to show you guys every little thing that I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and put the makeup on the wig, because that's just a must, especially because I did not bleach the knots or anything like that, so the makeup definitely does help. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my head now. As you guys can see, this lace is giving a whoop-de-doop all the way down my mouth, and I did not like that, so I went ahead and cut that, because we don't need all that unnecessary laces for our faces, because how am I supposed to body it if all this lace is on my face? Like, come on now. So I'm just really looking at it. As you guys can see, like you can see like the lace a lot. Like, I really over plucked, but only because I bought this new tweezer, and when I tell you this tweezer is like so sharp, I didn't see like how much hair I was taking out. Y'all, my nails was getting me so tight. Like, you're gonna see while you're watching this, like my nails was just getting stuck to my hair a lot. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this wig cap. I like to cut the wig cap this way, because when I take my wigs off, literally the wig cap is in place. Like, it doesn't come off, it's not sliding back or anything, and that definitely helps with not losing any edges, because we need them edges when we take off the wig. Like, you don't want to be Mrs. Baldy and you have mad hair on your head but no edges. Come on now. So we got to do better at protecting our hair. I definitely think the HD wig cap was definitely giving a different type of look. I feel like it was giving a very seamless balding wig cap, because I don't think I've ever laid a wig cap down like this. Like, I don't ever think I've had a wig cap to like look like a wig cap without you seeing it. Like, this wig cap really did make a difference. You guys are literally gonna see, like, it literally looks so good. But as you're cutting the wig cap, you do want to make sure that you're cutting any excess, anything off, because you just don't want any like lumps on your in front of your hairline, because that's where the glue is going to be. You just want to make sure that you lay it down really, really well and cut down everything that's very like unnecessary to be in front of your hairline. During this wig install, like, I was really vibing, and y'all are gonna see me like catching these little dance moves real quick, but I was really vibing. Now I'm gonna pull the wig on top of my head to see where I want it to be placed and make sure that the measurements is like right for my head. So I just want to make sure like everything is very comfortable, like my ear is not hurting. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the wig tabs off now. I definitely think you should cut the wig tabs off before you glue it down, because I just feel like you will get more like a comfortable install. Wig tabs is definitely like not something that's easy to cut off, because it's really like practice and it'll make perfect. But every wig is literally going to be different, because every wig is going to be too big, too small. You just really never know, like with the ear tabs. So I like to take my time and kind of like position my head a certain way. I definitely cut like my left ear better than my right ear, which is very like weird to me because I am right-handed. But I don't know, it just really depends like on the wig. You just gotta know like where you're comfortable and where you really want to cut for real. Now you're going to make sure you wipe off your forehead with alcohol, and then after alcohol I like to go in with like a skin guard protection, just to make sure like everything is really clean, nice, and no makeup, nothing like that, because the glue does stick better to your forehead and lasts you longer when it's a clean install. As you guys can see, I put the glue in like little dots. I just feel like when you put it in like a straight line, it's just like very messy, but when you do like the little dots, it's just very like, you just know where to place it. I'm not gonna do like a very like thick layer, if that makes any sense. You have to make sure like when you're putting the glue, it's a very like thin layer, and you do want to make sure that you're letting the glue dry 100% before you go ahead and put the second layer, because if you put the glue while it's like still white, then the whole entire layers that you're doing, anything that you add on top of it, is never going to be completely clear. Like, you just want to make sure the first layer always dry completely clear, because if you don't, it's just never going to be completely clear. Like, you really have to do it and see the mistake in order for you to understand what I'm really talking about. You just want to make sure while you're spreading the glue, you want to spread it evenly. You want to make sure like it's not chunks and chunks of glue, because if you make it in chunks and chunks of glue, then it's going to show through your lace. You want to make sure it's a very thin and even layer throughout your whole perimeter of your head. And while you're spreading the glue, you just really want to make sure that any other layer that you're putting on top of that, you want to make sure you're putting it exactly where the first layer was laying. So when you do your third, second, fourth, whatever, and so forth, you want to make sure that the layer is exactly where the first layer was. Don't get distracted about me like looking back and forth. I was really watching my show. I think I was watching Fatal Seduction on Netflix. You guys should definitely tune into that. Now I'm going to be doing my second layer. I'm only going to be doing 2 layers for this wig install, and I'm not going to do anything more than that. Now the glue is completely 100% clear. I'm going to go ahead and pull the wig all the way down. You do want to make sure that when you're pulling it down, you want to make sure where the front of the hairline begins is where you're putting where the glue stops, if that makes sense. Like, you want to make sure it's stopping exactly where the glue stops, because now when you cut off the lace, if it's not where the glue stops, you're gonna have like a sticky feeling all in front of your lace, and you really don't want that, because it's gonna end up being annoying when you do your edges, when you're going to sleep at night. The elastic band is gonna get stuck on it, everything. It just doesn't look good. I'm trying this new wig band for the first time, and I didn't really like the material. Like, it's just giving like a cloth, and I don't like that. I like the hard material, which is this one, which is why I ended up topping it on top of it. But as you guys can see, you know why I bought a new elastic band, because it's like, you can see how dirty this one is. But now I'm brushing out the wig. You guys are gonna see a lot of hair coming out, and I'm not even lying when I say this. After I finished pluck the wig, I really did not brush out the wig. Like, I did not take out the hair that I was plucking. Like, you're gonna see like what I'm talking about. Like, it looks like it's shedding. That's why I'm laughing, because it looks like it's shedding, but it's not shedding. It's literally all the hair that I plucked out of this wig it was just sitting on top of the wig. Like, I just never brushed it like after at all. This is how much hair that I took out with plucking. It's really not that much, but like I said, the tweezer was actually like really sharp. But I took the band off, and this is what it's looking like. It is melted, but you know, we're just gonna have to melt it into my skin even more. You can literally see my mistakes. Like, you can literally see where I messed up. I'm just cutting the lace in 3 different sections, just so that when you're cutting it, it's just easier to do instead of cutting it all around your perimeter of your head. But as you guys can see, I'm cutting in like a zigzag motion. You don't want to cut in like a straight line. You want to make sure that you're cutting in a zigzag motion. People say to use razors, like the eyebrow razor or whatever, but I don't do that because the first time I tried using it, I cut myself like a dummy. So I was like, never again. I'll stick to my sharp scissors. The scissors definitely help me. I don't like the razor. It's not my best friend. So just no. I'm gonna stick to my scissors and just cut in a zigzag motion because it cuts perfectly fine for me. So you see how like I over plucked the wig? There is a way to fix this. Like, if you're doing a reinstall, like after I take this wig off, you definitely do not have to throw away the wig. So if this is you do not have to throw away the wig. You literally, all you have to do is pull up the wig a little bit more forward and literally cut out the whole entire like front where you messed up at. So you guys see like where the end of like where I plucked it, where like the rest of the hair is, you can literally have a brand new wig install if you just cut out that whole entire front and just literally like start over. It's gonna look like a new completely lace. Like, literally, the wig is not ruined. So if I want to do a reinstall, I can literally do that and it will look better than what it looks now. If you guys want me to do a reinstall to show you guys, you know, how to make it look like a brand new wig, I could definitely do that for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and take my black even spray. I don't like to use the other ones. I've never tried it, but I just feel like the black one has a better hold. I'm gonna be spraying it on my finger and literally dab it in front of the whole entire hairline. I don't like to spray it directly on the hair because I just feel like it's gonna get in unnecessary spots, and I just feel like it's very messy. So I definitely think the better solution and the better method would to be spray it on your finger and just dab it across the hairline. I just feel like that's just like way easier and way much cleaner. I'm gonna take the band again and make sure I wrap it up, and I literally just leave this on for a good like 10, 15, 20 minutes, but you can leave it as long as you want. The longer you leave it, the more that will melt into your skin. I'm taking the band off now, and you guys can see it did melt better than what it was before. You guys can see like me peeling off any like excess like glue that I had on my forehead, which is another mistake that I did, which is what I was trying to explain to you guys. So like, if you would have put the wig more further back, then you would have like a whole bunch of stickiness all over your forehead, and you don't want that. I'm gonna take my spritz and go ahead and do exactly what I did with the even spray, because I just feel like the spritz is just gonna melt it even more and blend it even more into my forehead. So I'm gonna do exactly that. Like I said, for the even spray, I don't like to spray it exactly on it because it's just very messy. So I just take my hand and just dab it all in front of the hairline. We're gonna take the wig band and put it exactly how we did before, and we're gonna make sure it's on there, and we're gonna go ahead and take it off now. And you guys can see like the melt, like it literally melted into my skin, and I love that. Every time you do a wig install, you want to make sure you do this, because it's like it's literally going to give you a flawless wig install. So imagine if I did not overpluck this wig would have been so fire. I mean, it's still giving fire, but I mean, it would have been even fire if I didn't overpluck it. Now you're gonna get your makeup again, and you're just gonna put it all around the hairline, because you want to make sure it just really blends. Like, look how you can literally already see the difference. I'm telling you, bro, if I did not overpluck this wig really would have gave scalp for real. I mean, it was giving scalp, but it wasn't giving scalp like I wanted it to. Now we're gonna go ahead and move into the edges. So I did fully do the edges, and I did like kept it at the same pace I'm going, because I really do want you guys to see how I'm doing it, because I do get a lot of requests on how I do my edges. And obviously edges is not easy, but as you're cutting it, you want to make sure you're putting it into like a downward motion. So the front of it, you want it to be longer, and at the end you want it to be shorter, just so you can really like swoop it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and curl it, because I just feel like when you curl it, you have a better direction of how you want your edges to be. It just really like flows and just, you know, really just goes really well. And then I'm gonna demonstrate like how I want the swoop to go. I just feel like it helps the curl like move into like a better motion. I don't know, I just feel like what works for you is what you should do. So I just feel like it just helps it go in like a bigger motion. And when you're cutting your edges, when you're doing, you want to do it in like a O shape. Like you want it to go like a little oval. You don't want to do it in a straight line. You want to make sure you take it from at like where the end of your eyebrow is, and like do it to almost where like your arch is a little bit, if that makes sense. I mean, everybody's face is different, so I'm not really sure, you know, how like, I don't know how to explain it, but you just want to really cut it into like a oval shape. I took my even spray because that's what I like to do my edges with. I just feel like you have more direction when you use the even spray, because it literally dries so quick. So I feel like it keeps my edges in place while I'm swooping. Like, I don't like to use the Got2b gel like I used to, because I just feel like it makes it harder to swoop it. But the black spray really like does work. I just love the way it is. You can see like I'm just swooping and swooping and swooping, and you just keep swooping and swooping. And I'm gonna do like a little curl here, because I feel like those are like really simple. So I took the spray again and just really kept on swooping. You don't want to put the spray, like when you start, you don't want to put it all over. You just want to put it as you go. So I put it at the top first and I began swooping. I put it at the middle and I began swooping. Like you just really want to put it where it's necessary. So you just really want to swoop and swoop until you get the look that you're going for. And sometimes you really just want to let your hand control, let the brush control where the swoop is going. Like you don't want to force it, because when you force it, it's like it doesn't come out the way you want it to. You just really want to let your hand control the movements and just keep swooping and swooping, girl. You just want to just let your hand flow, baby. Just let your hand flow. Let the edges move in the direction that it wants to go. Like don't do too much, girl. Just keep swooping. Swoop, swoop, and swoop. So I'm going to stop talking for a minute and just really let you guys vibe to the music and focus on how I really accomplish the edges at the end. I'm just really going to let you guys watch and see exactly what I did, because I did record the whole entire process of my edges. So I'm just going to let you guys watch that process for a minute.
Boy, you know you make me float. Boy, you really give me high. Ooh, I feel like I'm on dope. 'Cause you serve me on a regular. Boy, these daddies rope. Before you drifting me deeper. Baby, now hold me close. Let's take this overboard now.
virgin eyes, but she's from.
Now we're gonna move into the styling. After you guys see how I did the edges, I hope most of you guys learned something, you know, learn how to do your edges. Like, I hope you guys learned something from that. I'm gonna go ahead and do a middle part. While I'm editing this video, I'm now seeing that this middle part really was not straight, but we're not gonna talk about that. So you see right now, I'm just gonna define the part a little bit, and it really does help when you define it because it just really makes it a very crispy, straight line. Even though my line was not straight, like I said, we're not talking about that. I'm gonna wet the hair now. I'm not just gonna wet it and go. I want to try something new, but you guys are gonna see what I'm talking about. You see how full the wig is? Like, when I wet it and brushed it out, you see how it literally just went right back into like the curly motion. Like, it literally plops right back into like the curling. Like, I know y'all see that. I don't even have to say too much about it. The front of the lace was like really bothering me. Like, it was bothering me so much. So like I said, I did over pluck, but there is a way to fix it. I did not show you guys how I fixed it, but I did fix it. You're gonna see like towards the end where like it doesn't look that very bald. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a black, it has to be the color of the hair, obviously. You're gonna take a black like eyebrow pencil, like the same pencil you use to fill in like your eyebrows. You're gonna take that exact pencil, and what you're gonna do is like you're gonna like lightly dash it in front of where like the hair is missing. Like, you're gonna do it in like a drawing motion, like put it back and back and back, and let it like fill up where the hair is supposed to be. And when I tell you, like, it literally works wonders, because now at the end of the video you guys are gonna see like my wig did not look like it was balding. Like, the same way like when somebody is trying to make their part smaller and they use mascara. So you're basically gonna use the eyebrow pencil and just fill in the spots that's gonna like really like be showing. Like, you're gonna see like at the end like how it looks. You just really want to brush, and you want to do it lightly, because if you do it too heavy now, it's not going to look too natural. So you just really want to brush it back in like a lightly motion. For this style, I'm going to be doing like finger coils. I've been seeing this style for this wig all over TikTok, and I'm like, I gotta give it a try. So the same way like you take your natural hair and you're doing like a wash and go, I'm literally taking water, brushing it out, and then I'm gonna be taking mousse and finger coil it. But I'm gonna be showing you guys exactly what I'm doing. This is the mousse that I use because I just feel like it holds the curl even better. First, I wet the hair with water and I brushed it. As you guys seen, I take a little bit of mousse, put it like all over the hair, all over, like literally all over, to the top and to the bottom. And I'm really going to separate it into like a few pieces because you don't want big coils. And I'm literally just going to twist my finger over and over and twist it until like I feel like I twisted enough. And you see how like it's coiling, it's gonna look like that, and the hair is gonna shrink. I did not take my hand and like, you know, shrink it myself. It literally shrinks by itself like your natural hair does. You're gonna take it in your hand and just coil it and coil it and coil it until like you get the definition that you're looking for. And if you feel like it didn't coil enough, you just really brush it out, take water, take mousse, and just do it all over again.
Are we turning up, or are we wasting time? Girl, don't waste my time, you know. Party, I don't just wanna chill with you. Oh no, I wanna turn up on. I wanna turn on. I wanna let you. That's what he's summer do. Ooh, fuck, I look like I don't wanna chill. I'm kissing you, I want you to feel it. Feel it, baby, can you feel me, babe? Can you feel me, baby, can you feel me, babe? Ooh, fuck, I look like I don't wanna chill. I'm kissing you, I want you to feel it. Feel it, baby, can you feel me, babe? Can you feel me, baby, can you feel me, babe? Oh, baby, babe. Can you feel me, babe? Baby, babe. Can you feel me, babe? Oh, baby, babe. Can you feel me, babe?
at the top, I just continue coiling and coiling throughout my head. You just really want to make sure you're just coiling and coiling. Just keep coiling, just keep, you know, just do the same thing you're doing at the bottom. Now that we're done, I'm gonna let the wig air dry because I didn't really want to dry it. Look how the curls is literally like popping. Like, I'm gonna let it air dry, like literally just let the whole wig air dry, and then boom, like look at it. It literally looks so flawless. Look how bouncy the curls are. Like, this looks so good, you guys. Like, it literally came out so perfect. I don't know, the front was much more like defined, but literally it was so perfect. And boom, like this is really the finished product. Like, I was really like feeling myself. So you see how like the front of my hairline, like it's not like balding as it was in the last clip. Yes, like the middle part is like a lighter shade than me, but I mean, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the balding part. So I took the eyebrow pencil and literally like brushed back, and brushed back. Like, this wig was a 10 out of 10. Like, the lace was good, the curls was giving, it was just giving natural. Like, it was just giving my hair, and that's what we wanted to give. Like, it was just looking really, really good. So if you guys are interested into this hair, it's definitely going to be in the link in my bio. Make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. It's on my Amazon storefront. Just go ahead and press that link in the bio. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something from this entire video because it was very detailed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed me watching the process, all that kind of stuff. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every single time your girl posts a video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, loves. Love you.